Imagine being caught in a terrifying scene where chaos erupts in seconds, leaving lives shattered and communities shaken. That's exactly what unfolded at the Taste of the City Lounge in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, early Sunday morning, when a horrifying mass shooting claimed 3 lives and left 10 others injured. This tragedy has reignited urgent discussions about gun violence and safety in nightlife venues. But here's where it gets controversial. How much responsibility lies with the establishment itself, and how much can law enforcement truly do to prevent such incidents? The incident occurred just before 3:30 a.m. inside the lounge located at 903 Franklin Avenue. Emergency responders were immediately inundated with frantic 911 calls as panic spread through the area. Police officers arrived swiftly, only to discover a grim scene. 9 men and 3 women, aged between 19 and 61, had been struck by gunfire. Among those who tragically lost their lives were Marvin St. Louis, just 19 years old, Amadou Diallo, 27, and Jamel Childs, 35. While the 3 men succumbed to their injuries either on site or shortly after arriving at the hospital, the surviving victims are currently receiving treatment for non-life-threatening wounds. One witness, a mother of 2, recounted her harrowing experience to Eyewitness News. She was inside the lounge with a companion when bullets began flying indiscriminately. The suddenness of the attack caused them to become separated in the frenzy. Security footage from inside the venue shows a stampede of terrified patrons scrambling to escape, some sustaining injuries along the way. Describing her ordeal, the woman explained, "I just heard a couple of gunshots. I laid on the floor, and when I found a way to get out, I looked and got out because I was right there close to the door." It's moments like these that remind us how fragile life can be and how quickly everything can change. According to NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch, this wasn't a random act of violence, but rather a gang-related altercation. Witnesses reported seeing an argument flare up between 2 groups toward the back of the lounge earlier in the night. Though tensions appeared to ease temporarily, they reignited later, culminating in a devastating outcome. Authorities believe up to 4 shooters participated in the attack, based on evidence collected so far. Crime scene investigators have recovered 42 shell casings from multiple firearms, underscoring the sheer scale of the assault. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation is the fact that this isn't the first violent incident linked to the lounge. Just last November, a 28-year-old man was shot and injured outside the very same location. Despite the establishment issuing a statement emphasizing its commitment to guest safety, skepticism remains among residents and local leaders alike. Mayor Eric Adams has expressed concern over potential fallout, particularly fears of retaliatory violence following gang-involved shootings. He noted that crisis management teams have been deployed to mitigate further risks. According to Tisch, approximately 60% of shootings in New York City stem from gang activity, highlighting the pervasive nature of this issue. Detectives have since recovered a firearm near Bedford Avenue and Eastern Parkway, though it's unclear whether this weapon played a role in the shooting. Mayor Adams urged anyone with information, whether they were inside the club, heard conversations about the attack, or saw individuals fleeing the scene, to come forward. "Every piece of information helps us put the puzzle together to solve this crime," he emphasized. Gun violence of this magnitude scars not only the immediate community, but also the entire city. We must remain relentless in our efforts to remove illegal guns from our streets. For the witness, who narrowly escaped with her life, this marked both her first and last visit to the lounge. Her recollection of those critical moments reveals the raw fear and desperation she felt. "In my mind it was, God, please help me find my way to get out. And I did. I found my way out, and I was like, thank you." These words serve as a poignant reminder of the resilience required to survive such trauma. As the investigation continues, no arrests have been made, leaving many questions unanswered. What could have been done differently to prevent this tragedy? Should establishments like the Taste of the City Lounge face stricter regulations or oversight? And this is the part most people miss. How do we address the root causes of gang violence without demonizing entire communities? The conversation around these issues is far from over, and your voice matters. Do you think enough is being done to combat gun violence in urban areas? Share your thoughts in the comments below.